Bless your family. Welcome to Pastor Jerome TV. I'm your host, Pastor Jerome. Marina Abramovic. She is the Hollywood witch to all of the stars. She has been with Jay-Z, Beyonce, Hillary Clinton, James Alefantes, John Podesta, and she's 70 years old. But when you look at her, you wouldn't believe it, because this woman is the woman who drinks the blood of innocent children. She's a modern day vampire. She is the one who John Podesta had come into Washington to do the spirit cooking parties that was in the WikiLeaks. So with spirit cooking, what she would do, she would take a women's menstrual cycle and pee and blood and throw it up against a wall, and a demon would write a message in it. A demon would write a message in it. Remember how Daniel, in the story of Daniel and the Hebrew boys, that when they were sitting there, and one of the kings had taken the holy vessels, the holy cups and the holy vessels from Israel, and began to drink alcohol and liquor and stuff out of it, and the Spirit of God got angry with it, and a hand from out of nowhere began to write on the wall in a language to the king, telling him that his doom had been sealed. And when they called Daniel in there, Daniel read the message because nobody else could read it. And Daniel said, listen, God said, your fate is sealed. You're dead. Well, anyway, Marina Abramovic, this witch who is friends with Hillary Clinton, she's a child eater, she's a molester, and she is a witch, and she's a spirit cooker. And she's also friends with Lady GaGa. Her and Lady GaGa are very close. And all of them, as we can see and we know, they openly celebrate Luciferianism and Satan worship. And she takes this stuff and have these spirit cooking parties and get messages, and they have to have a human sacrifice. And they have sex with children and all this stuff in order to get this demonic activity to write them a message, and so on and so forth. Yeah, well, and so we have to be aware of this is what's going on. And so WikiLeaks has exposed all of this stuff in John Podesta's emails. John Podesta is a child pedophile. If you look at some of the pictures that on John Podesta, that he has all the child pedophilia symbols, and if you look at his fingers, from cutting his fingers so much and cutting his blood and mingling his blood for the spirit cooking parties, his fingers are crooked because he's cut himself so much in order to have these sacrifices. And so we should all pay great attention to this and put our energies towards getting justice for the Pizzagate, and call for an investigation, a governmental investigation into Pizzagate in Washington, D.C. How in the world does a guy named John Alefantes, who is a weirdo, and a strange weirdo, he owns a pizza parlor in Washington, D.C. called Comet Pizza. And he was known by the magazine, GQ magazine named him Washington's 49th most powerful person in Washington. He only owns a pizza parlor. But that's where most of the spirit cooking parties and child sacrifices and stuff that was going on. And they are said to have had underground tunnels that lead to these places where they conduct these child sacrifice and child sex rings and child parties. Also, in one of the emails, one of Hillary Clinton's campaign managers asked her would she like her to sacrifice a child in the backyard to the god Moloch. There's a lot of stuff is going on, and we should pay attention to this instead of trying to get involved with all of this politics, and because they're keeping us distracted. And now we're getting ready to see some real justice come down, and some people should go to jail and go to prison. And that's what we want. We want this child murder and sex rings to stop. And we want to see some justice. And we want people to go to jail. I'm Pastor Jerome. Share these videos. Thank you for watching.